Boots and Bounty Homestead, and today we are in Casey's kitchen. Sorry, still kind of getting my sorts here. And this is one of my subscriber recipes. Welcome. This is Subscriber Saturday. If you're new here, I take my subscribers' recipes, make a video, and give you the shout out for it. This one is coming from Miss Virginia Alexander. She was one of my earliest subscribers. She has been very faithful to the channel, and we did her pancake recipe a few weeks ago. So now she has submitted honey soy chicken thighs, and this is done in the crock pot. So this is a lifesaver for me. So I'm doing this at lunchtime so we can have this for supper. It takes 4 hours on high. And what we need for it, get the recipe back out. Alright, we're going to need 1/3 cup of honey, 1/4 cup of soy sauce, which I use liquid aminos, same thing, 1/4 cup of green onions, which I've got to go get out of the garden, 2 tablespoons of canola oil, 1.5 tablespoons of minced garlic, and I'll have this recipe below, 1.5 pounds of chicken thighs, and then a cup of chicken stock. Now for the chicken stock, I have some of my homemade chicken broth here that come out of my Instapot after I had cooked some chicken breast. So I'm going to use this. And we put everything in the crock pot, turn it on high for 4 hours. Don't get any easier than that, right? Okay. So I've got almost 4.2 pounds of chicken thighs here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cook it all. That way we'll have some leftovers. So I'm going to almost double this recipe and cook it on high probably 5 hours. Just because there's more meat in there. But I'll check it. We'll see. I'll let you know at the end. But if you're doing just a single recipe that I'll have below, then you will cook it for 4 hours. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put my chicken stock and all the rest of the ingredients. Oh, and I need 3/4 teaspoon of ginger. So that's what I got here. I'm going to put everything in a bowl, all my liquids in a bowl, put the chicken in the bottom, and then pour that over top of it. Alright, so let's do that real quick. Alright, got my bowl here. Alright, I'm going to set my recipe up right there. And we need 1/3 cup of honey. I'll have to go get some more out of the pantry. All right. Oh, that's so much stronger than that store-bought stuff. And then 1/4 cup of soy sauce, which I'm going to use liquid aminos. I got started using this when we were on keto. I'm just eyeballing everything. Go ahead and figure that out. 2 tablespoons of oil. 1, 2, and minced garlic. 1.5 tablespoons. Okay. Oh, I said I was doubling this, didn't I? Okay, we're going to double it. Now I'm back on track. Ginger will be 1.5 teaspoons. 3/4 teaspoon if you're doing the regular one. And then my chicken stock. Okay. All right. And no, we don't grow our own meat birds yet. We do still live in the city and don't have the yard room for them to be able to eat grass like they're supposed to. So, our only option is this, and that's what we're going to use. Okay, now what I'm going to do, guys, get this honey off the bottom. I'm going to pour a little bit, about half of it, in the bottom. Or on top of that layer, should I say. Just to kind of get the flavor between the two layers. Okay. I think I got all the honey off the bottom. Now you can, if you want to, heat your chicken broth up a little bit to kind of help melt that honey. And that's it. I'm going to go wash my hands before I touch the lid. Alright guys, that's it. That's all there is to it. Now that we have the chicken, what kind of sides are we going to have? So let's plug this up and get it going. Power, high, 4 hours. Alright, it's already there. So I'm going to get cleaned up. And when it comes closer to supper time, I believe we are going to maybe fix some fried rice. I think, yep, I have some fried rice packets up there that are very hard to find around here. But I try to keep them stocked up because we do eat Chinese every now and then. And this will be one of those dishes where I can make that fried rice. So in order to make that fried rice, I've got to have rice that is cold. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rice cooked and lay it out on a cookie sheet and put it in the freezer. And then that way, whenever I get it back out, it can kind of thaw just a little bit to where I can crumble it. And then, because to make fried rice, the rice has to be cold. If not, it just gets real mushy. So I'm going to go ahead and make that, get that in the freezer. And then whenever this gets done, then I'll be able to throw that fried rice together because it only takes about 5 minutes. And I'll show you that when we get to that point. So let this cook for 4 hours and we'll be back. Time is up. Let's see what it looks like. Yummy, yummy. It's done. Okay. So now we went outside, got the rice out. It's frozen. And we get these little rice packets here. These are the only ones we can find anymore. That used to come in a yellow packet in the Asian section, but our Walmart no longer carries those. So they have these over with all of the other seasoning packets, like the taco, chili, meatloaf, that kind of thing. They have these over there now. And you can pretty much make this your own recipe. This is just a seasoning packet. And it has a recipe on the back if you want to follow that. But I never really do. This says you need 3 cups of cold cooked rice, 1 pack of this, 1 egg beaten, 2 strips of bacon, and 3 green onions thinly sliced, which I'm going to add in peas and carrots. And this will be the last thing that goes in. I'm going to add in some homemade and home canned, homegrown peas and carrots. And a lot more eggs. We like a lot of eggs in ours. So let's get the show on the road. So for this recipe, it calls for cooking strip bacon. I'm not going to cook bacon. I am still going to use some, sorry, I dropped this jar the other day and now it's got grease all down the side of it. I couldn't hardly hold on to it. I am going to put a little bit of grease in the bottom of this. And I've got just a non-stick skillet. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of, this is homemade lard, in it. And we're going to put it on medium-high. Now, I've got to get a spatula and we got to start scraping this rice up. Because it's all one big chunk. Getting video bombed back there. Did you see that? If you didn't, go back and rewind it. All right. All right, so I've got all, she's gonna start cracking eggs. And I'm gonna start putting this in the hot grease. Get it start warming up. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit and get it on. Since I'm putting cold stuff in here, so it can warm up a little bit. I'm gonna save some of that for another recipe. Because I do still have to put peas and carrots and eggs in here.
I did 8 instead of 6.
We'll use that rice for another recipe.
Can you salt pepper them?
So the reason why you want to do this cold, and Emma asked me this earlier, because whenever you have rice that is hot and it's cooking, it's going to continue to cook. And what we're doing here is we've cooked it and then we stopped it cooking by freezing it or by getting it cold. So therefore, whenever you heat it back up, it's not going to continue cooking. And this way you can fry it without it going to total mush. And it'll crisp up a lot easier. So what I'm trying to do now is just warming it up and breaking it up as I go. I gotta get it off. I'm gonna sprinkle 1 pack in here and we're gonna see what it looks like. Because I usually use 2, but this one, the other one I used didn't call for 3 cups of rice. So this seasoning may be a little bit different than the other one I was buying. It doesn't call for soy sauce, but I'm gonna go ahead and put some in here. Probably about 1/4 cup. Will you open and drain these? Then I'm going to go ahead and do a tad bit of the other one. Because I think I used the 2 whole ones last time and it was really salty. We couldn't hardly eat it. Just because I'm used to the color of the other one and the other one was really brown. Take our eggs and we're going to pour it in one side, but we want to keep the skillet tilted to that one side. Allow the eggs to cook instead of mixing with the rice completely just yet. Thank you. If you're using canned vegetables, you want to add them in last, just to quickly warm up and not to cook it. And I did the eggs just barely underdone, so that way they can go ahead and incorporate with the rice and finish cooking as we stir in the peas and carrots. Alright, I'm going to turn this off. Let this sit here while we get ready to eat. We're going to clean up a little bit and then fix our plates. Here we go, guys. Is that pretty? We got fried rice and Miss Virginia's honey soy crockpot chicken. Yummy, yummy. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy this recipe from Miss Virginia Alexander, one of my greatest subscribers. Thank you, Miss Virginia, for sending in your recipe. We are fixing to sit down and enjoy it. Plus the bonus fried rice recipe I hope you guys try. So until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.